Deviled egg ice cream, a good churro in Magic Kingdom, $150 for a t-shirt? Disney World, are you okay? Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. It's time to talk 2023 vacations. We're getting closer to minivans returning. More menu overhauls are happening, and there's a lot of restaurant and snack news this week, so let's talk about it. I am very excited about this first bit of news. Minivans are coming back to Disney World on June 29th, 2022. If you don't know what minivans are, here's a quick explainer. They're lift-operated rideshare vehicles designed to look like Minnie Mouse. They provide direct private transportation around Disney World property, and previously they also offered rides between Disney World and the Orlando International Airport and between Disney World and the cruise line terminal in Port Canaveral. Looks like the airport service is not returning with the minivans this July. The airport is not listed as a destination on the website as of right now, but the option could return sometime in the future, so Disney's not, ruling it out. Before the closures, minivans cost about $15 plus per mile fees, starting at $2.75 per mile. Trips to and from Orlando were $155 one way, and trips to and from Port Canaveral were $249 one way. We're still waiting on updated pricing from Disney, so we'll let you know as soon as it's announced, but Disney did mention that pricing will vary by route. We've got a lot of videos about minivans. Of course, they haven't been in the parks for 2 whole years. Things I love about them, they've got 2 very clean, very safe car seats per each minivan. They've got pet amenities, and of course, you've got a driver who is a Disney cast member who is very, very well trained and knows everything about Disney. Now, Genie rules have changed again. Now you can no longer buy Disney Genie Plus in advance of your trip. Previously, you could buy Genie Plus in advance as a ticket add-on as long as you applied it to every day of your trip, but now you can only buy Genie Plus on the day of your visit. If you want to buy Genie Plus for one or all of your Disney World days, you'll need to go on the My Disney Experience app on the day of your visit and purchase it then, one day at a time. Even if you want it for every day of your trip, you'll need to buy it individually each day. Genie Plus becomes available each day starting at midnight, and we recommend buying it before 7 a.m., which is when you can start making Lightning Lane selections, choosing which rides for which you want to skip the line. Be ready to start making those Lightning Lane reservations right at 7 a.m. for the best chance of getting the rides you want. If you previously purchased Disney Genie Plus in advance for an upcoming trip, it's still applied to your tickets for that trip. Also, note that Disney has only announced this change for Disney World. There's no news yet on if or when it'll also apply to Disneyland. Okay, next up, if you're looking for something educational and fun for your kids to do this month, Terralina Crafted Italian in Disney Springs is offering another one of those cooking classes for your kids. On Saturday, June 25th, your child can attend a 1-hour cooking class from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. at Terralina Crafted Italian, where they're going to learn how to make pizza with fresh ingredients. For $30, your kid's going to work with executive chef Justin Plank and also receive a free drink and sundae during the class and a gift bag that includes an apron and chef hat. The class is designed for kids ages 5 to 12, and all kids must be accompanied by an adult. Okay, 2023 vacations are available for booking now, and I know you're like, AJ, it's only June. Yeah, but if you're thinking about going to Disney World next year, it is definitely time to start planning. Bookings are now available for 2023. You can book your next year Disney World hotel stay, you can buy your theme park tickets and make park pass reservations, and you can book vacation packages. Also, Disney's confirmed that early theme park entry will continue through 2023, so guests staying at Disney World hotels and a few good neighbor hotels can take advantage of some extra time in the parks. Planning a vacation can be really, really hard, especially right now, especially with all the changes that Disney's putting into place. But that's why you're here. You do not have to do it alone. We are here to help you along the way and even have a complete guide for planning a trip to Disney World in 2023. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter. We keep you up to date on theme park reservation news, hotel changes, dining closures, discounts, menu overhauls, and a lot more. Go ahead and sign up for that free newsletter right now. The link is right down in the description. Okay, restaurant and snack news, y'all. We got the full menu revealed for Hoop-Dee-Doo musical Revue. This dinner show is over at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort. It's officially coming back on June 23rd, and we have a full look at the menu coming to Hoop-Dee-Doo musical Revue. Do we think it's fried chicken? Do we know? Hoop-Dee-Doo serves comfort food and a lot of it. You start off with the Hoop salad, which has the signature Hoop vinaigrette. I don't know what that is. Topped with sharp white cheddar, cucumbers, and tomatoes. There's also a house-made cornbread. It was really, really good with honey butter. And you can also try the creamy coleslaw before the main course arrives at your table. Now, for the main course, you're going to get things like pecan smoked or pecan smoked, whatever you guys want to tell me is right. Go for it. Barbecue pork ribs with barbecue sauce and the legendary fried chicken. Of course, I'm hoping they're all going to come in those big metal buckets the way they used to. I don't know, maybe they went all fancy on us while they were closed. As for sides, there's the cornbread crusted mac and cheese, the homestyle mashed potatoes, and cowboy beans. For dessert, of course, spoiler alert, y'all, you're going to finish off your meal with the famous strawberry shortcake topped with whipped cream and strawberries. Of course, that is definitely part of the show. There are also a ton of drinks to enjoy. You get all you care to drink fountain drinks. And for those over 21, red and white sangria. Don't get excited, it's not that good. Draft beer and wine are also included, but there are also some adult beverages you can enjoy for an added cost, like the Giddy Up cocktail featuring the Hall Barkeep's blend of Tito's, Minute Maid Premium Lemonade, and fresh brewed iced tea. There's also going to be an assortment of locally crafted beers. If you have any dietary needs or restrictions, don't worry, you can just let the chef know when you check in and they'll get you an alternative dish. Well, that's pretty exciting. They're going to bring some actually decent alcohol. I'm in. Now, after a long closure, Victoria and Albert's will finally be reopening on July 28th. Guests wanting to dine here will be able to make reservations beginning on June 20th. For those who don't know, Victoria and Albert's is an award-winning signature dining experience located at the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. This restaurant has received AAA's 5 Diamond Award as well as the Forbes Travel 5-Star Award, among many others. So what can you expect from the reopening restaurant? Well, the dining room has been reimagined. The new dining room will bring guests into a Victorian-styled setting with murals and wall coverings that showcase a timeless elegance and subtle inspirations of a whimsical garden, according to Disney. We can't wait to see it. All right, another Hollywood Studios restaurant received a menu overhaul, and this time it's 50's Primetime Cafe. This restaurant is themed to make you feel like you're back in Mom's kitchen. You're going to be served by cast members claiming to be your cousin, uncle, or other family members. Kind of weird, but it works, and they'll treat you like it too. For our meal, we started with the roasted tomato soup priced at $9. This dish is made of a savory blend of plum tomatoes, onions, herbs, and garnished with focaccia croutons. This one had a nice level of pepper and even some basil, which added some good flavor. It's also slightly chunky, which was different from what you'd expect at a 1950s restaurant, but we enjoyed it. Next, we got the deviled eggs, priced at $11. During our visit, these were jalapeno popper deviled eggs. This is an item that can change, and you want to ask your server what flavor deviled eggs during your trip. The jalapeno popper deviled eggs had bacon bits, cheese, and breadcrumbs, and they were nice and chewy on the outside, just as they should be, but the yolk was well blended on the inside. There's a jalapeno on top that added a bit of a kick, but wasn't too spicy. Overall, we'd say if you don't like jalapenos at all, stay away from this or ask for it without the jalapenos. Our biggest issue here is the price. For $11, you just get 4 deviled eggs. We really wish there would have been more there for that price. For our entree, we tried the Grandpa Jean's Chicken Pot Pie. Of course, this is returning. People were very, very excited. Priced at $24. This dish is made with traditional pastry crust filled with chicken, potatoes, carrots, celery, onions, corn, and peas. We've had a chicken pot pie of 50s in the past, so it's generally been called Grandma's Chicken Pot Pie, and featured some slightly different items. So what's this version like? Well, the pastry is super crunchy on the outside. The peas and the corn, however, were not our favorite. They basically tasted like they came out of a can, so not an ideal situation. The carrots, celery, and onions, on the other hand, all tasted nice and fresh and had a great crunch to them. So some wins and some losses there with Grandpa's Chicken Pot Pie. Now, the thing to know about the chicken pot pie, don't go into the dish expecting to be kind of slapped in the face with flavor. This is definitely a gentle tap of flavor. It is very subtle. Finally, we ended our meal with the stained glass dessert. I'm so excited that this exists now, y'all, because when I saw the preview that this was like coming, I could not wait. We had a whole conversation about it on our Slack channels for Disney Food Blog about this dessert. This is made with whipped pineapple fluff studded with cubes of strawberry, lime, and orange gelatin. Can I just tell you how happy I am that there is cube jello in Disney World now? Sometimes I will go to Chinese buffet just for the jello and the pudding, so there you go. It was so light, so refreshing. We loved all the jello flavors that had been mixed together. Felt like eating fresh fruit, but in dessert form and gelatinous dessert form. It wasn't overly sweet, and the fact that it was served nice and cold made it nice and refreshing. You don't want warm jello. That's just weird. Overall, the food is really good. We really enjoyed some of the new additions, but it's the environment and the cast members that make this place special. That's why you go here. Usually the food is kind of, chain restaurant quality. So you definitely want to go here for the atmosphere. Okay, we headed over to Swirls on the Water at Disney Springs to try the latest treat inspired by the upcoming movie Lightyear. It's the Buzz Lightyear cone, which is made with purple cheesecake soft serve, served in a green cone with white chocolate buzz wings for $5.49. This dessert will be available from now until June 30th. Now, this one was great in concept, but not so hot in reality. It was melting as it was handed to us before we could even take good pictures and videos. Also, it stained our hands purple, like really purple. The cheesecake flavor was present, but it wasn't super strong, which may be good or bad depending on what you're looking for. And the cone was your typical ice cream cone. The wings were average white chocolate, the kind that you'll find in many Disney World desserts as garnishes. If you're a fan of Buzz Lightyear and cheesecake, a sentence I never thought I would ever say, but glad I am, this would probably be a fun treat for you. If you're not a cheesecake fan or you would prefer to not walk around Disney Springs with purple hands, you might want to skip it. Now, we got secret drink alert, my friends. When we got word that there was a new secret drink at EPCOT, we just knew we had to try it out. It's available at Joffrey's locations in EPCOT, and only annual pass holders can purchase it at this time. We had to prove our pass holder status in order to get it. The drink is $5.99. It's a frozen lemonade with lavender flavoring. Found it to be really refreshing, and the flavors were well balanced, not too sweet, not too, floral. The description of the drink is that there's a hint of lavender, but ours was a stronger flavor. You're going to need to like both lemon and lavender to enjoy this drink because there's no hiding from either of them. Of the various unique drinks we've had at Joffrey's in the past, this definitely isn't the worst, but it's not the best either. It's simple and very bold, and if you're craving something refreshing on a hot day, this might be for you. But it's not cheap, and we would probably advise you to spend that money elsewhere when a festival is happening in EPCOT, especially with the ever-popular Violet Lemonade available during the Flower and Garden Festival. Now, we already talked once about deviled eggs on this video. We're going to talk about them again. It's a 2 deviled egg day, my friends. This week we made our way over to Salt and Straw at Disney Springs to try out their new June flavors. We started off strong, got a split scoop of the cinnamon and honey fried chicken and deviled egg custard with a smoked black tea for $7.45. Now there is a lot going on here, so let's start with the cinnamon and honey fried chicken. This is a salted vanilla ice cream churned with fresh croissant pieces deep fried in chicken fat and a secret spice blend for a little bit of heat. This was delicious. The croissant pieces really tasted like fried chicken, and the ice cream had a nice light cinnamon flavor to it. Combined with the sweetness of the ice cream, this was a fun, sweet, and salty treat, but we do wish we could taste more of the honey flavor. If you're not a fan of salty desserts, definitely skip this. Next up, we took a deep breath and tried the deviled egg custard with smoked black tea. This is made from an egg yolk custard made with Kala Namak black salt and smoked tea-infused shortbread cookies with peach balsamic marshmallow fluff. It sounds strange, but we were pleasantly surprised by the flavor. It had a strong tea flavor that mixed with the peach balsamic marshmallow fluff and made for an almost refreshing ice cream. It's sweeter than you would think based on the ingredients, but there is that funky egg aftertaste that might not be for you, so watch out for that. It also has an egg scent that we think would be very off-putting for those who aren't egg fans, but if you can get past that, you might actually be pleasantly surprised by this one. Then we got another split scoop for $7.45, this time the baked brie and fig cheesecake ice cream and the chocolate nocino cherry pie. The baked brie and fig cheesecake is a whipped brie cheesecake with candied Ritz cracker crust that's whipped into a salted sweet cream ice cream and mixed with ribbons of thick fig jam. This may be our favorite of the bunch. It was very rich and very decadent. There was a delicious fig jam flavor in every bite. Combined with the salted sweet cream ice cream, it's a salty and sweet mixture that was very unique, not like anything we'd ever tasted before. Now, last but certainly not least, we tried the pink rosé and watermelon sorbet. We loved this flavor. It was very refreshing. This is a vegan watermelon and rosé sorbet base combined with house-made raspberry rosé jam. It was $6.95 plus $2 for the waffle cone. This tasted like fresh watermelon juice, and the rosé flavor was nice and light. Didn't taste too much like wine. Instead, we mostly got floral notes. And we did find the raspberry jam to be a bit too sweet and artificial tasting, but overall, we did enjoy this one. Thanks to the Florida heat, it melted super quickly, but if you're looking for a non-dairy dessert that's light and refreshing, this could definitely be it. Would you try deviled egg ice cream? Let me know in the comments. Okay, in Magic Kingdom, you can now grab the new Tropical Serenade Churro for $7.25 from Main Street USA Churro Cart. This churro is rolled in pineapple sugar, drizzled with marshmallow cream, and topped with sugar flowers and pineapple chunks. The pieces of pineapple are basically the kind of freeze-dried fruit candy you might find in trail mix. Now, this one looks a lot to me like it should be Tangled themed or Rapunzel themed, but it's not. It's Tropical Serenade. This was a winner, folks. We love this churro. It's true to the classic churro flavor with a teeny hint of pineapple. The marshmallow drizzle keeps the churro light, and you do get a little bit of marshmallow taste, but it's not overwhelming or distracting, just adds a lot of sweetness. And the flowers are pressed sugar, so you might want to skip them if, McDonald's birth cake decorations weren't your thing when you were a kid, but they do make the treat look very, very nice. By the way, in case you didn't catch that, McDonald's birthday sugar decorations were totally my thing when I was a kid. Okay, the Scarlet Witch ears are now in Disney World. We found them over in the Emporium in Magic Kingdom. You can grab them until they sell out, which will probably be very soon, for $29.99. These were super popular in both Disneyland and online, so we don't expect them to be around for too long unless Disney has a really, really big stock room with a lot of them. They feature Scarlet Witch's headpiece in her signature red color. On the side, the band says, "I have everything under control." Do note that the headpiece will hang down a little bit onto your forehead. We're crossing our fingers that they'll have more in stock than they did for the Shop Disney release. Okay, now it's time to talk about that incredibly expensive new t-shirt. When we stopped by Discovery Trading Company in Animal Kingdom this week, we spotted this new Coach Mickey Mouse t-shirt for a whopping $150. Yep, $150 for a t-shirt. The background of the tee has the iconic Coach pattern with patches of Mickey Mouse 71 and the Walt Disney World logo on the front. Definitely has a retro look to it. But this isn't the first time we've seen a pricey item from Coach, obviously. This is the latest item in their large Disney World 50th anniversary collection, most of which is definitely more expensive than your typical Disney souvenir. For example, part of the collection includes 5 different pairs of ears themed to the different Disney resorts around the world, priced at $295 per pair. And another pair of ears debuted in Disney World this week. These are the new Ewok mini ears. We also found them at the Emporium in Magic Kingdom for $39.99. Can we talk about how fluffy these are? They feature plush fabric on the ears, a velvet headband, and a big old bow in the middle. We don't know how long the Ewok ears are going to stick around in Magic Kingdom, so head on over if you've been waiting to get a pair. So the newest Marvel movie, Thor, Love and Thunder, releases on July 8th. It was only a matter of time before we saw new Thor merchandise turn up in the parks, so when we saw the mighty Thor Mickey ears, we thought, hey, those are interesting, and yep, you can see for yourself. You can find them at Keystone Clothiers in Hollywood Studios for $29.99. They've got a little cap on them with the Thor symbol. The ears are wrapped in a crinkly red fabric with a printed wing in front of them, similar to Thor's helmet. This headband is embroidered with the word mighty. The back is just plain, and there's where we start questioning things. The quality of these ears just doesn't seem to be up to par with Disney's usual standards. Even some of the stitching is uneven and the back sort of bunches up. But if you want to check these ones out, head to Hollywood Studios. All right, backpack time. When Disney first released the 50th anniversary Dooney and Bourke collection, the bags flew off the shelves. After all, just look at that pattern featuring all the park icons and characters. So imagine our surprise when we came across the new 50th anniversary Loungefly backpack at the Emporium in Magic Kingdom. It looks a bit similar. Perhaps it's only a faint resemblance, but we definitely noticed the similarities in style. This one has the same royal blue color and includes embroidery of the 50th anniversary logo and Walt Disney World Resort icons and landmarks, like the Tower of Terror, Space Mountain, Mickey Mouse, and the monorail. The bag also has a front compartment and main compartment, as well as 2 carry handles on top. You can get this one for $85. Not going to Disney World anytime soon? No worries. You can grab this Loungefly online right now. It's actually cheaper if you get it online. The bag is only $75 online versus the $85 cost in the parks. Every penny counts when you're grabbing that Disney merchandise. All right, that's all the news we've got for you today. Sorry, I'm a little sick today, so I apologize for my voice. It was a good week for Disney news, though. If you want even more news, then subscribe to our newsletter with the link in the description box below. We'll send you all the latest Disney news straight to your inbox. It's totally free. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and I'll see you real soon.